Thanks for sticking with us. Willow Creek Elementary in Kingwood for years has encouraged the love of reading amongst its students by providing them positive role models. Every year, students from Kingwood High School and other community members are invited into the classrooms to read during two very special days. Well, it's been such a success that Willow Creek decided to add a third event this year, a Dads and Donuts Day, where basically they invited all of the Willow Creek dads to come into the school and to read to their child's classroom. Apparently, the response was enormous. They had over 300 dads volunteer to participate. And here with us today, we have Scott Duncan, who is the assistant principal at Willow Creek. Welcome.
Thanks.
And we have a dad, Chris O'Brien, who is here with his two beautiful, beautiful daughters. We have Avery. And Avery, you are a fifth grader, is that correct?
Yes.
And then we've got Megan, who is a third grader at Willow Creek. Welcome to all of you.
Good to be here.
Okay, 300 people. That's amazing. What a great turnout, Scott. Tell us about the Dads and Donuts.
Sure. I had attended last year at Elm Grove a similar event with my son who was in pre-K there, and saw the amazing turnout that they had had. And like you said, Would You Could You Read is a program we've had at Willow Creek for a long time, where we've invited high school students and parents and community members to come in. And our PTA was looking for ways to invite more of our fathers to come in and provide that opportunity. And so our number one goal was to not run out of coffee, which we didn't, I don't think.
Yeah, because that's a big crowd that you had.
It was.
Absolutely.
A lot of planning went into it. Julie Hickman, who's our incentive reading coordinator, and Amanda Tucker, our PTA president, did a lot of planning for the event.
Okay.
To have that many dads and children come in, and we had donuts prior to them going into the classroom. So, and the turnout was amazing. So it was a great day.
Yeah, 300. I would definitely coin that a success.
It was.
And food's always a good incentive too.
Yes.
Donuts are always a good incentive.
45 dozen.
Wow.
Donuts.
Okay. Okay.
Was just enough, so it worked well.
Okay. There weren't any leftovers then. So Chris, a lot of times when you think of elementary schools, you're thinking of moms going up to the schools, not really dads. I love this concept of Dads and Donuts, encouraging our dads to partake in the classroom. But a lot of times our dads are, not that our moms don't work, but a lot of our dads are full-time workers too. It can't be easy to, manage to take a day off of work and go read to your children at school. Tell me why you think guest readers are so important and why this is so important for dads to get involved with this.
To the credit of Scott and the team that planned this, they helped us out by scheduling it early so we could move our schedules if we had some ability to plan. Having it first thing in the morning helped too, with a little more flexibility in the schedule. But it is important just for the reasons you touched upon. That seemingly I think oftentimes the fathers are a bit more removed from the elementary endeavors of the children. So it was nice for us to have that opportunity to go spend some time with the kids in the morning. Typically, I don't get the chance to see them in the morning because I get up early and I'm out the door by the time they're even awake. So it was kind of unusual, and that made it fun.
Right,
so.
Right. Okay, Avery, tell me, was it fun having your dad come read to your class?
Yes, it was very fun.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, we got to read in our groups.
Okay.
And
so how many kids are in your group?
there were about 5
Okay.
kids in each group. So, and each dad was assigned a group.
Okay. Did you get to pick your book, or did your dad bring a book?
Well, our teacher had a book assigned.
Okay.
Because it was, the book was helping us with something that was going on at school.
Okay, so it was already part of your lesson then
Yeah.
that Dad got to partake in. Pretty cool. Okay, Megan, what was your favorite part of Dads and Donut Day?
Getting to see my dad at school in the morning and getting to see him a lot. Well, just a little more than I usually get to.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to have your dad around, isn't it? Do you remember which book he got to read to your classroom?
The story of Jumping Mouse.
Had you heard that before, or was it the first time?
We heard it before. I really liked that story, so I made my dad read it.
Okay, good.
It was kind of long.
It was kind of long. But how'd your dad do? Did he do a good job and get through it? Good, good. I bet he did. I bet he did. Scott, what a great idea, wonderful concept. What was the feedback from the students and from your teachers at Willow Creek?
It was amazing to see once all the dads and kids went back to the classrooms and to walk around and see groups of kids in the hallways and classrooms, because it was pretty crowded at that point. But the feedback from the teachers was amazing, and the kids were also excited if their dad was able to make it, or even if their dad wasn't able to make it. They were very excited to just participate and see what the dads had to offer and the different types of books that were read. It was fun.
I can imagine it would be fun. So is this something you think Willow Creek's going to get behind and
Sure.
do again?
Yes, I think a new, hopefully a new tradition has been started.
Good. Avery, you're a fifth grader, which means you're going to be in middle school next year. And we talked about them having students from Kingwood High School come in and read to you guys. So a little bit down the road, when you're a student at Kingwood High School, do you think you'll like to come back to Willow Creek and read to the students?
I would love to.
Tell me what's special about having older kids come read to you.
I think it's really cool seeing people that have already gone through elementary school, and they kind of tell some things that they do in high school too. So I think that's really cool.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. What a wonderful program. Truly, obviously, you know, having role models, older role models for these children, and obviously getting the parents involved with reading really does help instill the love of learning for these children. So Scott, you know, kudos to Willow Creek. Hats off for creating these programs. Chris, you know, that's great you were able to take the day off, and it sounds like lots and lots of dads were able to take the day off and do this. And hopefully this catches on. Hopefully other schools in the Humble ISD district will like the idea of dads and donuts, and it's something that we see at other schools too. So thank you guys for sharing
Thanks
your
for having
experience
us.
with us. Really appreciate it. And for our audience, please stay with us. We'll be right back.